Hello everyone. Welcome you all to today's revision series. In today's revision series, we are going to study a very simple but very scoring topic. Okay. Guess what? Which topic is the easiest one in your syllabus? Is it LPP? Okay. So let's begin with LPP basic concepts and how to solve the questions. Okay. So in revision series, we are discussing to the point concepts so that it will really help us to score good marks in the exam. Okay, so linear programming problem, yeah, we call it fondly LPP. Okay, it is chapter 12 of your NCERT textbook. And this topic, of course, it is the easiest one if we consider the whole syllabus first. Second thing, so lots of things are deleted from this topic also, like questions involving word problems. Means questions of the type in 12.2 exercise of NCERT textbook. So that is not in the syllabus this time. Okay, and also questions involving unbounded region. That is also deleted from the syllabus this year. So it means with very few portion left, with limited types of questions, all of you can really able to score 5 out of 5. Okay. So weightage of this topic is 5 marks in this year's board exam. Right. Now let me just take few seconds to explain, how to divide the questions into categories and how to identify. Okay. And whenever you take linear programming problem, of course, I'm not going to the history and not much background also because most of the portions deleted. Only thing I want to discuss how to solve the questions for the sake of our exam. Okay, so basically here we are solving the linear inequalities and getting corner points, etc. Now, solving the linear inequalities, that is the first and foremost thing in this topic. So, solving linear inequalities, we can divide the inequation into two types here. One type, getting the line which passes through origin, and the second type of the lines which do not pass through origin. Okay, lines that pass through origin and lines those do not pass through origin. Okay, so broadly let us divide the inequations or the corresponding equations into two categories. Okay, so whenever we talk about constraints, linear constraints, linear inequalities. So here all the constraints are in the form of inequations and maybe like this: ax plus by greater than equal to c, ax plus by less than equal to c, where a, b, c are constants and not all 0 at the same time. Okay, so such lines, while plotting the graph, while drawing the graph, we have to consider the corresponding equation. Means I can write here ax plus by equal to c. Okay, and when a, b, c not all equal to 0, such lines do not pass through origin. Means the line will be something like this. Okay, and of course various positions, like the line is like this, you may get line on the other side, mirror reflection like this. So basically let us consider the line which doesn't pass through origin. Okay, and the types of questions, like suppose you have ax plus by equal to 0. Okay, so ax plus by equal to 0, where a not equal to 0, b not equal to 0. Such lines will pass through origin like this. Okay, So here you see A not equal to 0, B not equal to 0, right? So it means, suppose for example, you are getting 2x minus y equal to 0. This line will pass through origin. Means whenever you see absence of C, I mean C equal to 0. Okay. And the lines like this, suppose you have x plus y equal to 50. Okay. Yeah, 2x plus y plus 3 equal to 0. Such lines will not pass through origin. Then how to solve it? So whenever you solve the linear equations, you get all the lines on the line. I mean all the points on the line. Okay, I am repeating this statement. Whenever you take linear equation in two variables, a linear equation in two variables, so you get a straight line and any point, any value of xy satisfying the equation will lie on the line. Clear? But whenever you are given less than equal or greater than equal, in that case, so here we can see the line will, I mean, it is dividing the plane into two equal halves. So one half is like this, other half is like this. So if you say above the line, below the line, sometimes it may be confusing. Okay, so instead of using above the line, below the line, what we can use? We can use the term it is towards origin or away from origin, right? So it means if the line doesn't pass through origin, so we will take origin as a landmark. Okay, taking origin as a landmark, we will check whether the solution portion is towards origin or it is in the other side, I mean away from the origin. Okay, so if I write here x plus y less than equal to 50, so I can suppose this line is x plus y equal to 50. So if my inequation is x plus y less than equal to 50 and I know it is not passing through origin, so I can take origin as a landmark. So I can check whether the solution region is towards origin or away from origin. To do that, so let us take x equal to 0, y equal to 0, then 0 plus 0, 0 less than equal to 50 is true. It means solution will be towards origin. On the other hand, if I take x plus y greater than equal to 50, then again the same line, but again I am checking whether the, I mean, inequation is satisfying origin or not. So putting x0, y0, 0 plus 0, 0 greater than equal to 50 is not true. It means the solution portion will not contain origin. So in that case, it will be away from origin. Is it clear? And we will take practical questions to see this. Okay, the second category, you may get the lines that pass through lines that pass through origin. Okay, when it passes through origin, we cannot take origin as a landmark because the origin is on the line. Okay, the line is passing through origin. So what we can do here? So if the line is passing through origin, so instead of taking origin as a landmark, we can take any point other than origin. And for simple way, what we can take, we may take any point on the, I mean, either side of the line. So either you take here, suppose for example, this is 2 0. Okay, we may take with 2 0, or we may take like, suppose this line is 0 2. So any point basically. So if this point satisfies the inequation, solution will be towards this. If it doesn't, then solution will be in the opposite side. Is it clear? Okay, so here I am taking 3 questions and we will cover LPP in one go. And the result is 5 marks in the exam. Okay, so how to do this? Steps of solution. See, whenever you get any linear inequation, the condition will be, the format will be like this. Okay, so you will be getting maximize or minimize. Okay, z equal to something. Okay, any function will be given to you subject to some constraints. The constraints will be in the form of linear inequality. Yeah, so here you see it will be in the form of linear constraints. Okay, now in linear constraints you will be getting like this. So here you see what we need to do here. First step is draw the graphs of linear inequalities. Okay, and you may get 2, 3, I mean linear constraints. Okay, so draw the graphs of all the linear inequalities given in the question. Second point is set the common region. It means all the lines, I mean after drawing all the lines, no, सारे lines के जो common portion होगा, I mean all the inequations के जो common portion, या the portion satisfying the region satisfying all the inequalities, we will set that region. Okay, third step is find the corner points. So as I said, unbounded region is deleted this year, so you don't have to worry, you don't have to be confused. Okay, so you are going to get bounded region. It means you are going to get corner points, right? So it means the region is bounded and you have to see what are the corner points, right? And fourth step is at each of the corner points, find the value of the objective function. Objective function is z here. Either we have to maximize z or minimize z. Yeah, the question may be like maximize and minimize. So maximum or minimum or both as per the question we have to find. Okay, so if you have to find maximize z, we will find at what point, at which corner point z is maximum. If it is minimization problem, we have to get at what point, at which corner point z is minimum, right? So these are the 5 points we have to follow. Okay, so let me show you some questions. Yes, so this is the question. You are going to get this type of questions. Solve the linear programming problem graphically. Okay, maximize z equal to 1500 into 7x plus 6y subject to the constraints x plus y less than equal to 50, 2x plus y less than equal to 80, xy greater than equal to 0. Okay, so we have to maximize z. So this is our objective function. Okay, this is objective function. Okay, in every question. Okay, step 1, draw the graphs of linear inequality. So we can take this one as first equation. Okay, x plus y. This is equal to we are given. Let me write the question first. Okay. So when you are given x plus y less than equal to 50, then 2x plus y less than equal to 80, xy greater than equal to 0. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now third equation, no, we don't have much to do here. X, y greater than equal to 0 means x and y are non-negative. It means the graph will be in the first quadrant. Okay, and what about these two? While drawing the graph, you have to take like this from 1, taking x plus y equal to 50. Okay, so x, y, we can take some points. If I take x0, I am getting y 50 and y0, x 50. Okay, then I am drawing the graph. So here already I have taken the graph. So I have taken this, then of course you have to write scale. Here I have taken 1 centimeter equal to 10 units. Okay, 10 units. So here this equation is, yeah, this one is 0, sorry, okay. So this is your 0, 50 and 50, 0. Okay, then similarly from 2 taking 2x plus y equal to 80. I am taking here xy, x0, so y 80, okay, y0, x40. You can take any 2 points and draw the line, no restriction. So here this line is, like this line is your x, yeah, 2x plus y, this is equal to 80. This line is x plus y equal to 50. Okay, now coming back to inequality. We are given x plus y less than equal to 50. So here you see x plus y less than equal to 50. Okay, this line, now the line is not passing through origin. So putting x0, y0, we are getting 0 plus 0, 0 less than equal to 50 is true. Means it will be towards origin. Okay, see I am putting arrow mark. Okay, because finally I mean we have to share the common region. And second equation is 2x plus y equal to 80. Corresponding inequation is 2x plus y less than equal to 80. So the line is not passing through origin. So origin can be taken as landmark. So putting x0, y0, 0 less than equal to 80 is true. Means it is towards origin. Okay, then what is the common region? Okay, this one is common region. So xy greater than equal to 0. So our graph will not be going beyond first quadrant. Okay, so you have to shade the region like this. Okay, so after shading, next step is what? You have to find the corner points of the bounded region. Okay, the corner point of the bounded region. Okay, so taking corner point of the bounded region, this is one corner point दिख रहा है, ये भी एक है, and this one. So this point is 40, 0. So this one is, you can see from the graph, so it is your 30, 20, right? Yes. But to be more clear, what you can do, to double check, you can solve these two equations. X plus y equal to 50, 2x plus y equal to 80. When you solve these two equations, no, you can see x equal to 30, y equal to 20. Okay, you know how to solve two equations, linear equations into variables, right? So then 30, 20. So this is basically just to cross check. You can say be doubly sure. Okay, we are not making a mistake in the graph. Okay, so you are getting 3 corner points. Okay, so the next step is find the value of z at each of the corner points. So we will make a table here. Okay, so the table will be like this. First, corner points. Okay, then value of z equal to what? 1500 into 6x plus yeah, what is this point? It is 7x plus 6y. Yeah, objective function 7x plus 6y. Okay, we can draw a table. You can make a table here. Okay, the first corner point. Okay, so you know what to do here, right? I'm just writing, first 0, 50. then 30 20, then 40 0. Okay, 0 50, so 0 50, 1500 into 300. Okay, 45 4 zeros, right? Means 4 lakh 50,000. 30 20 495. Okay, so you are getting here just 495. I think yes. Means 4 lakh 95,000. And here 40 0 means you are getting here 28, 280, 1500. Okay, so 280 into 1500, you can get here 42 4 zeros. So which one is maximum? So this is maximum. Okay, you can write this is maximum. That means your conclusion will be what? So you can write it here. Yeah. So Z is maximum at x equal to 30, y equal to 20. Okay, so that's it. So is it very difficult? Nahi na? Okay, next question. Yeah, solve the following linear programming problem graphically. Maximize, yeah, here we have minimize. Okay, I thought one maximize, one minimize, and one both. Minimize z equal to x minus 7y plus 227, subject to the constraint this. So here you see, again I am taking here just to save time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now from 1 taking x plus y equal to 9. So I can write here xy 0 9 9 0. Okay, and this from 4 3 4 we don't have to. Yeah, 2 is what? X less than equal to 7, and 3 is y less than equal to 6. Okay, fourth one is I'm writing here from 4 taking x plus y equal to 5. So x y 0 5 5 0. Okay, now you can see I have drawn the graph. Okay, so here you see whenever we are taking x plus y equal to 9, this one is your x plus y equal to 9. If you want to write down less than equal to 9, it is fine. Okay, now this line is not passing through origin. So putting x0, y0, you can see 0 less than equal to 9 true. So line is towards origin. This is origin. Okay. Next, x equal to 7. Second question, x less than equal to 7. So taking x equal to 7. So what is the line? I mean, which one will be the line? X equal to 7 means the line is parallel to y-axis. Okay, when x constant, line parallel to y-axis. So this is, I can write here, y less than equal to 7. So this is y equal to 7. Less means it will be towards left. Okay, arrow mark will be towards left. Now next equation, we can take it as okay, y equal to 6. Okay, the inequation is y less than equal to 6. So here it is y equal to 6. So when y equal to constant, line parallel to x-axis. Okay, so I am writing here y less than equal to 6. So on the line y equal to 6. When y less than 6, it means it is below the line. Okay. Now last one is x plus y greater than equal to 5. This line is x plus y greater than equal to 5. You see, in previous one I have written equal. Here I am writing greater than equal or less than equal. It is up to you. So not an issue whether you write equal or less than, greater than, whatever is the inequation. Okay, because we are using the equation corresponding to the given inequation to draw the graph. Okay, the line is not passing through origin. So putting x0, y0, 0 greater than 5, 0 greater than equal to 5 is not true. Means we have to take the arrow mark away from origin. Okay, now see the common portion. We have to set the common portion. Okay, so this is the common region we need to set. Okay, step 1, drawing the graph, complete. Step 2, set the region common to all the inequalities. Okay, so this is the portion we have to set. Very clear? Okay, so once you set this, and you can observe, even if no you are given 4, 5 inequations, so you may be thinking why so many inequations, but at the same time you see the inequations are very simple. Okay, like whenever you have x equal to constant, you are taking the line parallel to y-axis. Similarly, when you are having y constant, line parallel to x-axis. So that thing you have to keep in the mind. And here be very careful. Okay, your graph, I mean shading of the graph should not exceed the first quadrant. I mean you cannot bring below this and I mean beyond this. So this is the portion we need to set. Okay, so after setting this common region, let's see the the points. So corner point 1 is 0, 5. So this corner point, as you know, this is y equal to 6 we have taken. So 0, 6. This is what? This line is x plus y equal to 9. Okay, x plus y equal to 9, y 6 means x3. You can see this from graph also. Now here you see x plus y, it is point of intersection of x plus y equal to 9 and y equal to 7. If y is 7, x will be okay. This is x. Okay, just let me change it. This is x6. Yeah, y6, x7. If y is 7, x2. Okay, so here you can see x is 7, and you can see that from the graph also. Okay, what is happening? Here x equal to 7, so y equal to 2. Okay, now this point is what? This is obviously x equal to 7, so 7, 0. And this one is 5, 0. So you have so many corner points, but to find the points is not difficult. Okay, now let me write points. Okay, value of z. Value of z. Here z equal to what? What is z here? Z is x minus 7y, x minus 7y plus 227. Okay, points we can start with 0, 5. 0, 5, if it is 0 and it is 5, so you are getting here 0 minus 35, 227. So 227 minus 35, you are getting 192. Okay, then you are getting 0, 6. Okay, second corner point, just let me show you. Okay, this is the, yeah, 0, 6. If it is 0, 6, so you are getting 0, this is minus 42. Okay, 0, 6, yes. So in 0, 6, So minus 42 means what will be your answer here? Uh, 227 minus 42, 185. Okay, next one, 3 6. Okay, 3 6. You can get here 3 6 means 3 minus uh, 3 minus 42 means minus 39, 227, 188. Okay, just check the calculation. Then here 7 2. So here 7 minus 14 minus 7, 227 means 220. Okay. Then here it is 70 70. Now here 70 means 7 plus 227, 234, and 50. So you can find, not very difficult to find the values. 5 plus 227, 232. You want to minimize z. So out of all these values, which one is minimum? So minimum is 232, 34, 220, 188, 185. This. So this one is minimum. Okay, so it means this corner point is the solution. Okay, so you can write here z is minimum at x equal to 0, y equal to 6. Clear? Okay, so last question. Yeah, so here maximize and minimize. Question number 3. Maximize and minimize z equal to 5x plus 10y subject to the constraints. This is equation 1. I mean in equation 2, 3, and this is, you can take both x greater than equal to 0, y greater than equal to 0 as fourth equation. Okay, from 1 means from first in equation, taking x plus 2y equal to 120. xy, I have taken x0, y is 60. Okay, y0, x 120. Okay, from 2. So here you are having x plus y 60, x plus y 60. So now xy 0, 60, 60, 0. And third equation, we are taking x minus 2y equal to 0. Okay, xy 0, 0. So here you see x minus 2y, ax plus by equal to 0 form. Means the line will pass through origin. So that you have to, cross check your graph also. Okay, then you can take any value since we are having 60, 50 type of things, no? If I write here, basically x equal to 2y. If y 30, x will be 60. Okay, you can take any value of your choice, but you have to see when you have 60, 120 like this, if you take 1, 2, obviously it is unrealistic to draw the graph. Okay, scale you can check here. I have taken here 1 centimeter equal to 10 units or 20, what I have taken. Okay, 10 units, you can take 20 also. So this line is your x plus 2y. Here it is x plus 2y less than equal to, I am writing less than equal 120. This line passing through origin, x minus y greater than equal to 0. We will check it. Now x plus y greater than equal to 60. Okay, so let's see which portion to be shaded. The first one, if you start with x plus 2y less than equal to 120, line is not passing through origin. Okay, so origin can be taken as landmark. Taking 0, 0, we have 0 less than equal to 120, so it is towards origin, right? Now this is x plus y greater than equal to 60. So x Why? We can take 0, 0 here because line is not passing through origin. So 0 greater than 60 is false. So here the portion will be away from origin. Okay, now how to take origin? Like x minus y, what is x minus 2y we have greater than equal to 0. So as I said, when the line passes through origin, we cannot take origin as a landmark. So we can take any other point in either side of the line. Okay, either you take here or you take here, any point of your choice. Suppose I take the point here, for example. So this is my 30, 0. Okay, I may take 10, 0, I may take 20, 0, not an issue. Suppose I take 30, 0. Now, I am putting x equal to 30, y 0. So, 30 greater than 0 is true, and 30 greater than 0 true. So, it means the region will be towards 30, 0. On the other hand, अगर मैं यहाँ पे कोई पॉइंट ले लूँ, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई एम टेकिंग 0, 10. ओके, अब चेक कर सकते हैं 0, 10 अगर हम ले x 0 एंड y 10, तो 0 minus 20 greater than 0. So minus 20 greater than 0 is not true. Means ये इस साइड नहीं आएगा, means दूसरे साइड. So it means whichever point you take, so not a problem at all. Okay, so is it clear to all of you? Now see which one, which portion to be shaded, and x, y greater than equal to 0. And again, we will not take any x and y negative. So that means it will not come below x-axis. Okay, or neither it will go to the left side of y-axis. Okay, is it clear? So here this is the shaded portion. Okay, step 1 we have done. Step 1 is draw the graph. Second step, shading. Third step is what? Third step is corner points. Okay, while taking the corner points, you see here, so it is clear from the graph. Okay, so this point is 40, 50, 60, 60, 0. Okay, now this one is 120, 0. Now what about this? So from my graph it is clear, but to be, doubly sure, you can check this point is intersection of these two lines. Okay, here I am getting 2y equal to x, or x equal to 2y. So it means this line, if I take 2y equal to x, x plus x, 2x, 120, x will be 60. Okay, and x 60 means y will be what? 2y equal to 60. So y equal to 30. So it means here it is 60, 30. Okay, you can check it from the graph also. So that now we can doubly, we can sure, not sure not to make any mistake. Now this point, here it is x plus y equal to 60. Now this line is x equal to 2y. Okay, if x 2y, so 2y plus y, 3y, 60. So y equal to 20. If y 20, x equal to what? 2y, right? It means 40. You can check it from here also. Okay. So what are the corner points? Okay, just check. Yeah. So it's 5x plus 10y, and we have to maximize and minimize. Okay, so let us check here corner points, and z equal to 5x plus 10y. We want to maximize and minimize z. You can start from any side, 40, 20, then 60, 30, and 120, 0, and 60, 0. 4 corner points. Okay, so when it is 40, 20, so 5x means 200, 200, 400. Okay, 60, 30, 60 means you are getting 300 and 30 means you are getting 300. Means you are getting 600. Okay, just check the calculation. 120, 0, 120, here it is 600, right? 600. 60, 0, 300. Okay, so here you can say we want to maximize and minimize. So what should be our answer? Our answer will be maximum value and minimum value. Maximum value of Z equal to 600. Minimum value, okay, minimum value of Z equal to 300. Okay, you can also write maximum value of Z equal to 600 at 40, 20. Okay, sorry, it is 60, 30 and 120, 0. Okay, 60, 300, 300, correct. And minimum value of Z at which point? 60, 0, right? So these are the some of the questions, and I'm sure these three questions really can cover the whole portion which are not deleted from the syllabus, which you expect to come in the exam. Is it clear? So basically, just summarizing the whole thing, you have to take the lines into two categories. One category is that the line passing through origin. Second category, the line doesn't pass through origin. Okay, and accordingly you can draw the graph, drawing graph, and shading depending upon greater than equal to, less than equal to, like that. No, you have to take, if the line passes through origin, then origin can be taken as landmark. Putting x0, y0, we can check whether solution portion is towards origin or away from the origin. And if the line passes through origin, we will not take origin as a landmark. We will take any point other than origin. If it satisfies the inequation, then solution will be towards that point. Otherwise, it is away from that point. Okay, so after drawing all the graph and putting arrow marks, finally we have to shade the common portion. That common portion, a shaded portion, is called feasible region. Okay, feasible region. And the feasible region will be bounded for you this year. Okay, because you don't have to solve unbounded inequations. I mean, unbounded region is not coming in your syllabus this time. And then corner points find करने के बाद फिर क्या करोगे? You have to find value of Z at each of the corner points. Okay, and the corner point where Z is maximum, that will give you maximum value of the objective function. And जहाँ पे minimum होगा, so you can get minimum value of the objective function. Okay, is it clear? So all the best, and I hope you will score 5 out of 5 in this topic. Thank you so much, and again, once again, best of luck.